Hey guys, and welcome back to Latasha Hewitt Homes. On this channel, we talk about all things home, from home organization, minimalism, home maintenance, real estate, and a little bit of everything in between. We hope that you will like this video, but also subscribe to the channel. Okay, so we're going to jump into today's video where we're going to talk about 4 things you need to consider when you're upgrading from a smaller home to a larger home. Now, this year marks our 4-year homiversary. So this has been 4 years since we upgraded from our 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo to our 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath home here. And I've learned a lot of things through that journey that I wanted to share with you. Number one thing to consider is whether or not you can afford the upgrade. A lot of times we have this idea of just moving to bigger and larger, but obviously that comes with a larger price tag. And even though you may have some money saved up either from what you've put aside or the sale of a previous home, it's still important to look at your budget to make sure that you're not extending yourself more financially than you really need to. It's recommended that your housing allowance, if you will, from your income be at least 28%. So look at the cost of the house that you want to buy and your income and see if you're still staying within that mark. If it's a little higher, you may want to reconsider whether or not it's time for you to upgrade, because it's not just about what the bank says you can afford. It has a lot to do with the lifestyle of your family and the money that you're spending that's not always represented on the documents that the bank is collecting from you, but what you know your family spends on a monthly basis. You never want to extend yourself to the point where the upgrade becomes an instant regret once you move in. The second thing that you want to consider is that there will be extra maintenance fees. Whenever you have a larger space, that comes with more responsibility. That means if your home is larger, then obviously you're going to have to heat a larger space or cool a larger space or clean a larger space. And all of that could come with additional price tags. A lot of times we only prepare for a larger mortgage, but we forget all of the other bills that will be affected by an increased amount of space and maybe even a yard or other things that you didn't have in your previous home. So make sure in addition to your mortgage, you're also preparing an extra cushion or padding for those additional expenses that just come with having a larger space. The third thing you want to consider when you're upgrading from a smaller to a larger home is whether you're letting your wants outweigh your needs. A lot of times we may be in a space and we just want to be bigger. We want more rooms. We want a basement. We want a deck. We want all of these wonderful things. But when we really sit down and look at it, you have to ask yourself, is that something that our family really needs? Because it may sound nice, but once you get into it, you realize, am I really even using these things I thought I would? So I always recommend sitting down, maybe with your spouse or whomever, even your children, and consider, what are the things that we value in our home currently? And what do we see happening in our future? Let those things that you need outweigh those things that you want and may not even want later on. Last but not least, number 4, you want to consider selling the furniture from your old home that you know you will not use in your new home. A lot of times when we're packing up and moving to a new space, we just throw everything in the truck, we get it in the new space, and they're like, this doesn't even fit. This doesn't go here. I don't want it. And you end up putting it in storage or in a basement. So I highly recommend, I love Facebook Marketplace. List as many things as possible on Facebook Marketplace so that by the time you're ready to move out of your home, you don't even have that much stuff to take with you because you've gotten rid of the things you know won't fit in the new space. And when I say fit, I don't necessarily mean physically, but I mean in terms of the new rooms. Like for us, we wanted new things. Some of the things we'd had there for 13 years, which is how long we were there. And we knew in the new space, we were ready for some upgrades, not just in our home, but also the furniture. So if you know that it's not going to fit in the space, instead of just dragging it along with you and causing extra anxiety on one end, go ahead and sell it on Facebook Marketplace. The people actually come and pick it up. And it actually lessens the hassle of moving, because really, who enjoys moving, right? Okay, guys, so there you have it. The 4 things to consider when you're upgrading from a smaller home to a larger home. 1, can I afford it? Number 2, have I provided enough padding in my budget for the additional maintenance and expenses that come with this upgrade? Number 3, Am I letting my wants override my needs? Am I getting more house than I really need just because I want it? Or is it something that my family will value? And then number 4, make sure you sell all of that furniture you know you're not going to use in the new place before you even get there. All right, guys, I hope this has been helpful. If so, please, once again, like this video and subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you next time. Live simply.